What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I am bringing you guys something that I've never actually done before in GTA, which is I've managed to load an ATV into the small box trailer and hooked it up to the GTA equivalent of the Ford F-250/Ford F-350 pickup truck. And what we are going to do is we're basically going to go on an off-road adventure with this thing. We're going to use the truck and the trailer to get the ATV to some off-roading spots, and then we're going to off-road, and then in the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of off-roading in the ATV, and then we're actually going to bring it right back here and put it back on the beach. So we're going to try and make this into a little bit of a series, and hopefully almost do it in a somewhat realistic way, because very few of the things that I do in GTA are done in like a realistic way, I guess you could say. And this might be actually like a really cool thing to do, because I have to drive a little bit more realistically anyway to prevent the ATV from completely just coming out of the back of the trailer. And you find yourself, when you're in this situation, you find yourself actually driving in a more realistic manner anyway, because of the fact that you know that you have an ATV back there, and you know that if you hit something, it could completely fly out and ruin your day, you know, like make you have absolutely no fun. You have to go find all this stuff again, because these Saddler, I think that's what they're called, these Saddler trucks are actually kind of hard to find sometimes, especially with this particular trailer. I mean, sometimes it's that Ram that you see going past, and sometimes it's this Saddler, and I can't remember if they actually have turn signals in GTA, because I was thinking, like, if I'm doing this realistically, then I'm going to use turn signals, but I don't know, but if I'm not doing it realistically, then I wasn't going to use turn signals. But what we're going to do is we're going to head up towards Mount Chiliad, and we're going to look for a spot to drop this thing off. Now, if I find an area that is just too hard, like I don't want to go up there, I feel like it'll completely ruin the run and just, you know, the ATV will fall out, then we won't go up there. But if all goes well and we don't have to find another route, then we may end up actually making it all the way to the top of Mount Chiliad with this ATV trailer. Now, that would be absolutely insane if we can make it up there with this ATV in the trailer. Now, the reason why this actually works as opposed to putting it in the bed of the truck is because if you put it in the bed of the truck, then once you get up to a certain speed and that and the ATV starts pushing on the bed with enough force, the tailgate will fall open. But since this trailer is completely fixed and has no tailgate, that problem is completely non-existent, so you never have to worry about that. Even though the ATV definitely does move around a bit, it's nowhere near as bad as it would be putting it in the bed of the truck. And I actually don't have one of these trucks in my garage online, and I'm highly considering actually putting one in there because of the fact that this is just cool. Like, this is just really, really cool, a really cool thing to do, and it actually literally makes you feel like you're on some type of an off-road adventure. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember, like, it's kind of like those Hot Wheels cars or Hot Wheels trucks or Matchbox pickup trucks that had their own trailer hookups where you could actually hook a trailer up to it and then, like, you know, pretend that you were going on some kind of adventure. That's what this is like, to be honest. That's what this is like, just in video game form. And it's actually really, really cool. It's really fun, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it makes you feel like you're doing something other than just your normal GTA. You know, like his normal GTA, you're running around being all crazy, and it's fun to actually play the game in a realistic way once in a while, or do something relatively realistic compared to what else is going on in the game, you know. For a second, I thought that the ATV had bounced out. I was really hoping that I was wrong, but for a second, it looked like the ATV was going to bounce out. Now, this is like the moment of truth here, because did it bounce out? Okay, no. But this hill is kind of like the moment of truth for us, because of the fact that if that ATV starts to flip over and fly out, then we're screwed. But if not, then we should actually be able to make it all the way up to the top of Mount Chiliad with this trailer on the back. Now, the truck shouldn't have any problem. The truck is all-wheel drive, and it puts its power down quite nicely, and so we might have an issue on our hands. E-brake, please work. Maybe if we e-brake boost? No, not even. Not even with an e-brake boost are we going to get up here. Or maybe, nope, Maybe we take a slightly alternate route. Go slightly off the road. I don't know if this is going to work at all, but if it does, I'll be super grateful, because I really want to actually take this thing to a cool area up here. And if we can get up enough momentum, Without bouncing that ATV out, we should be alright. I'm aiming for that spot right up there. We just got to keep our momentum up. Oh, dang. I doubt it's going to even... It can't even make it up the first hill. Okay, well, I guess Mount Chiliad is not an option with this trailer. We might have to go upgrade the truck, and I might do that in the future, but... Oh, geez. That's actually dangerously close to flipping. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep this, I'm going to try and keep everything intact, which is why I think I'm going to leave Mount Chiliad alone. We're going to go to another area, though, and hopefully make our way to an area that's equally as fun for the ATV. Now, let me actually check my map, because I'm not sure what the fastest way would be to get to it from here. Let's actually go ahead and mark it. Open up the map. Yeah, here's where I want to get. Let me just mark it so we can, yeah, so we have the best way to get there. Or at least the quickest way to get there, and try not to let the ATV fall out on the way back down. These trailers are actually a lot bouncier than you might think. They're really bouncy. They go all over the place. The suspensions are stiff as pretty much like nothing else in GTA has as stiff of a suspension as these trailers. These trailers might as well have 2x4s for suspension, because that's what they feel like. I mean, they're just so, like, just rock solid and bouncy all over the place. They don't have any give in them whatsoever. So, yeah, trailer suspensions, not exactly the best part of GTA. But, I mean, keeping it upright, keeping it upright without letting it go off on its own, go off where it wants, or keeping it from toppling over whatever's in it, is a challenge in itself. It really is a challenge in itself to keep this trailer in a position where it'll work for you. I mean, towing in GTA, towing a trailer at least, is kind of an art almost that you have to get accustomed to. And I practiced a little bit beforehand, and it got me a little bit of a little bit used to what this would be like. But I only practiced like a couple times up and down the beach, so definitely nowhere near enough for just to prepare you for what it's actually like to pull these at GTA just without flipping them over. And hopefully it doesn't try to lead us through an area that we're not going to be able to get through. And also I hope we actually are able to keep this thing in the back across this route, because it's getting really bumpy. And bumps spell trouble for these trailers and their contents all the time. You make it through here? Yeah, no problem. Just keep some momentum going and we should be alright. That four-wheel is bouncing all over the place, though. It's kind of making me nervous. It's making me nervous as to whether or not it's actually going to stay there. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird section, but it's not doing too bad. It's actually staying in there pretty well. Come on, then. There you go. As long as we keep it from going over that edge. As long as we keep it from going over that edge. There we go. The inside. Keep it away from the cliff. Away from the cliff. As far away as possible, preferably. I actually didn't even think about taking this route. I had thought that it would lead us out onto the highway, but no, I'm actually really glad that it led us on this route, because this is way more fun than actually taking the highway, at least in my opinion. I would much rather take these back roads than the highway. And it definitely makes it a little bit more of a challenge, too, because that trailer's not going to bounce around at all on the highway, but back here, yeah, you got to be on your toes with this trailer back here. It will bounce all over the place. How's it going to do on these hairpins? Ooh, that's a little bit more. Oh, God. That trailer almost took it. That trailer almost flipped over. Whew. Well, it's actually leading me out of the bridge now. All right. Thought it was going to... Whoa, that trailer slid out a whole bunch. That was weird. I didn't gas it all that much, or at least I didn't think so. I didn't think I did. The only problem with getting out on the freeway is if someone hits you, then there's a really good chance of that four-wheeler flying out. Power! Get into the lane! Whoo! That Prius almost took my trailer out. Prius drivers suck. Especially in GTA. They are all over the place. I get hit by more Priuses in GTA than anything else. They are like the worst drivers in GTA. They are the worst AI drivers in all of GTA. I don't know what the deal is with them, but they absolutely suck. And I don't know why it's having me go way up here and then down again into this area. I guess it doesn't consider this little area right here, this little just dip in the terrain. I guess it doesn't consider it a road, but I consider it a road. I mean, hell yes, I consider it a road. So, yeah, we're going to just take this way. It's much easier, much quicker. Okay, we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to really manage this without letting it fall out. Don't fall out. Oh, my God, that was crazy. All right, I'm going to disable that checkpoint, or not checkpoint, but route marker. And I'm thinking of heading a little bit further up this way, and then we're going to unload the ATV and see how it goes from there. And then we'll figure out where we want to off-road. And oh, I actually have an idea of where I want to off-road. It'll definitely allow me to try out some pretty big jumps, and I know where we have to go for this too, or at least where we have to go to unload the ATV. And actually, unloading the ATV might be a bit of a challenge. We might have to kind of drive it up the edge of the trailer, since this trailer doesn't actually have a tailgate to speak of at all. There's no tailgate whatsoever, so we may have to mess around with it just a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now, the area I want to get to is down here, and this might be a bad idea. This might be a horrible idea. We may end up unloading the ATV prematurely because of this route, but we'll see. It's actually managed to stay in there quite a lot longer than I thought it would over some pretty difficult obstacles. Now, can you make this turn? Please tell me you can. It can't. Can you back up? Yes, you can. Ooh, geez, that's close. That is so close. Okay. Nope. Well, that's one way to unload an ATV. That's one way to unload an ATV and a trailer, which we'll have to figure out a way to either get another trailer or flip that one over. But definitely gonna focus on that as far as you know what, we have to actually put the ATV on its wheels first. There we go. We're good to go. Now, in the next part of this, we're going to be finding some pretty cool off-roading spots with the ATV, and hopefully doing some jumps, getting into some, and maybe get into a little bit of trouble with it as well. We'll see. We're going to go on a little bit of an ATV adventure, but if you guys enjoyed this first part, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.